Okay, so where are we? Oh, finish already, yeah. Okay, so I think finish this one. We go for next example. Let's have a look. 9-4. 9-4. Right? Oh, 9-4 different now. Oh, I skipped 9-4. Okay. Okay, so 9-4. 9-4. Have a look. What is the 9 and 4? What is the 4? Can you see the screen or not? Can you see the screen or not?
Yes, sir.
Can.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so 9 slot is a slot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 slot. How about 4 pole? 1 pole, 2 pole, 3 pole, 4 pole. So this is the pole. First of all, we need to calculate the slot pitch. Okay, we need to calculate the slot pitch. The angle per stator slot, which is 360 divided by total slot, which is 9 slot, 40 mechanical degree. Which means this one is 40 mechanical degree. 40, this one. Okay, 40 mechanical degree. Oh, sorry, mechanical. Then another one, we need to convert to electrical degree times co-pair. It is 80 electrical degree. And then angle for per rotor pole, divide 360 divided by 4 pole, 90 mechanical degree. So have a look. So this one is 90. So this is the center, right? This is the center. So 90 mechanical degree. So it means this point from here, from here to here is a 90 degree. Just now is 40 degrees from here to here, not from here to here. So we also convert to electrical degree. It is 180 electrical degree times pole pair. So the number of slot per pole is NS divided by NP, which is 9/4 is 2.25, which is more than 1.5. So we choose the next lowest integer, which is NCS 2 lah, 2. So 3 phase, 9 slot, double layer. 9 slot times 2 phase, 2 layer divided by 3. We have a 6 slot per phase. Then 6 slot per divided by 2, we have a 3 coil per phase, which means this 9 slot 4 pole machine per phase we must have a 3 coils. Okay. Then step 5, stator coil, which is stator slot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until 9. Then MMF vector, just copy down F1, F2, F3, F4 until F9. Then determine the initial phase. So 0 is come from, sorry, not yet. Start from 0 first. Write 0 first. And then we want to collect the electrical degree. So how to do that? We add up this electrical degree. So which means 0 plus 80, 80 plus 80, 160, 160 plus 80 becomes 240, 240 plus 80 becomes 320, 320 plus 80 become 400, but we minus 360 become 40. Understand or not here? How to get this? Okay or not?
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you. So 40 plus 80 become 120, 120 plus 80 become 200, 200 plus 280 become 280. So this is all the value of the electrical degree, whereby we only need to get this value to do the summation. and also the starting point value. Right? After that, we need to determine where is the initial phase. So usually from start here go to the back. First, we need to see the 0 first. Where is 0? 0 is here. So this is our A lah. Next, we want to see the nearest 120. So 80 is not 120, 160 not 120, 240 is not, 330 is not, 40 is not. F7 is 120. So this is phase B. Then go back again. We want to see 240. So from here, go, where is 240? Okay, this is 240. This is our phase C. So this is the initial value lah. Next, we go to refer radar. So we need to draw radar. Assume all values are not there. Assume all writing is not here. So first of all, what we need to do? We need to draw the stator line. So we want to draw the stator line. So this is a stator line. Line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4, line 5, line 6, line 7, line 8, line 9. Okay. Next, we need to draw the MMF vector. So MMF vector of MMF vector need to refer this one. Yeah. Okay, MMF vector is 0 for F1. So where is it? Assume nothing here. We start from 0. 0 for F1. Assume nothing. So now I draw F1. Okay. Next, 80 for F2. 80 for F2. So we draw F2. Let me draw here. How to know it is F2? Just now we already calculated this one is 40 degree, right? Which means this one is 40 degree per section, right? And then what we need is we need to have an 80 degree. So which means we need to add up lah. 140, another 40. So this is 80 degree. So this is F2. Okay. Understand or not here? Understand or not? Hello?
Can it?
Can Okay, thank you. So F3 is 160. So F3 160, which means we need to have a 4 times 40. This is F3. Okay. Then F4 240. F4 240. So this is 240. F4. And then F5 320. F5 is here. This is the 320 lah. From here, calculate to here is a 320 to here 320. So this is F5. Right? Then F6 is 40. Draw first, no worry. 40. So we know that this is 40, right? So this is F6. F6. 40 degree. Next. F7 120. F7 120. So 40, 80 plus 40. This is a 120. 120. Then this is F7. Okay. And then F8 200. F8 200. F8 200, which means from here to here it is 200 degree. So we jot down F8. And then F9 280. F9 280. So from here go to here is F9. So it's quite messy lah. So this is how we put all the MMF in the radar. Okay, draw the MMF vector. After that, we need to list the number of slot. So list number of slot. So usually I start from here, slot 1. So S1, S2, S3, S4, which means the total here is the slot number 4. So S5, total here is S5, S6, this section is called S6, S7, all section is S7, S8, S9, everything is here. Nah? Next, we need to state the initial phase. So have a look, A must have F1. So we need to go. A must have F1. Later on, let me delete everything first. Quite messy. Okay, so which means we need to have a state initial phase. Okay, this is state initial phase. A must have F1. Next, B must have F7. B must have F7. C must have F4. C must have F4. Okay. Next, we need to go to step 6. We need to choose the coil per phase. So from the calculation here, we know that one phase, it must have a 3 coil or 6 slots. So 3 coil, we have a coil 1, coil 2, coil 3. Coil 1, coil 2, coil 3 for one phase. Coil 1, coil 2, coil 3 for one phase. Okay, coil 1, coil 2, coil 3 for one phase. Next, what we need to do? Okay, now we need to select. So when we want to select, we need to refer the radar. So just now we said that phase A must have a 3 coil or 3 mmf. So first is A must have F1 plus. Okay, this is one of the selection. So if let's say you don't see the dot here, let's say we want to choose 3, right? We can choose like this, F1, F2, F6. We also can choose like this, F1 plus F6 plus F5. We also can choose any else. Let's say we choose another one, F1 plus, let's say we choose the, we choose F1, then we maybe choose F3 and F8, for example, F3 and F8. But it's not making sense. I don't make you confused later on. So usually we choose the nearest one. The nearest one is F1 plus F2 plus F6. And then F1 plus F5 and F6, the nearest one. Up to here, understand or not? Plus, we also can choose F1, F5 plus F9. F5 plus F9. Up to here, understand or not, class?
Understand too.
Okay, okay, now we want to calculate the angle, the distribution angle. F1, F2, F6, it is come from here to the longest. F1, F2, F6, yeah. So we need to see the most widest angle. So this one is a 40 degree plus 40 degree, which is 80 degree, right? So this is 80 degree. Another one is F1, F5, F6. We have a F1, F5, and F6. So the largest angle is also 80 degree, which means 40 plus 40. Another one is F1, F5, F9. F1, F5, F9. So the largest angle is 40 plus 40, also 80 degree. Okay, so just now we said that when we want to choose the combination of the MMF, it must be near to 0 or to the smallest value. So since these 3 combinations are the smallest, Actually, we can choose either one. Okay or not? We can choose either one. Can understand or not? Can what is it? Yes, sir. Okay, can. Thank you very much. So now, there's one tricky part. Tricky part is MMF is a vector, which means the direction we always assume is go from the center, right or not? Actually, we can reverse it. Huh? So let me show you how I reverse it. Yeah. So this is a F5 and 6. Okay. Ayo. I'm not sure whether I can jot down or not. Maybe I. So actually, we have just now what we choose is F1, F5, F2, F6, F2. Let's say this is 80 degree. Another one is F1, F5, and F6. Yes, also 80 degree. Then another one is F4, F5, F1, F5, F9, which is 80 degree. Okay, this is the trick, because this is the vector, and then we want to find the smallest value between the solution. So what we do is, from experiences, we change this vector, reverse to the back, become dot, 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 F8 prime. So which means phase A can be chosen by F1 plus F8 prime plus F6, whereby the angle degree is 40. Let me show you. F1, F8 prime, F6. So this angle will become 40 degree. This dotted line. We can choose like this. Maybe I want to change this value to the back, become like this. So this is F3 prime, right? So become F1, F3 prime, and F5, which is F1 plus F3 prime plus F5. It's also 40 degree. So either one, we can choose either one. Up to here, understand or not? Understand or not? MMF vector can be make it in reverse order, which means it is not necessary always go out, but we also can go to the other way around. But it depends on situation. Understand or not? Hello, hello.
Doctor, can you repeat it again?
Okay, no problem. Thank you so much. So maybe but I need your imagination, because I don't know how to make it. Let me try to set this photo. Aha, try to put in paint. Maybe I need to. Initially ini tak ada ni. Dia confused sikit lah. Initially, when we settle all the placing of that value, it becomes like this one. And then when we want to choose, right? And when we want to choose, it becomes a problem. A problem means just now we know that phase A, the first thing is must have a F1. So, and then we know that from the calculation, from this calculation, we must have a 3 coil, which means 3 mmf lah. So we need to choose 3 mmf. So the first one, A1 must have F1. So what is the possible solution? It can be F1 plus F6 plus F2, which is 40 plus 40, 80 degree. Right now, this is 40, this is another 40, become 80 degree. We also can choose F1 is a must lah. Then F6 and F5. Faham tak? F6 and F5. Tadi ada. Then this is the overall as a 80 degree. We also can choose F1 plus F5 and F9, which is 80 degree. Up to here, understand or not?
Understand je.
Ni okay, ni boleh understand kan? Okay, so then there's a trick where we can choose even the lowest value. How to do that is we reverse this order. This one by right is go out, but we reverse to the other side. It must only the other side. It cannot go here, go there. Cannot. It must be the other side, like this. Then we name it a name called F8 prime. We call reverse polarity. So when it is already reversed, which means this one is no longer here. Then we can choose like this. F1, F8 prime. Prime means reverse. Then F6. Then this will be 40 degree because from this point until here, it is only 40 degree. Okay or not? Until here, okay or not?
Okay je.
Okay, so I give you another example. F1 must be included. And then if let's say we are not happy with the F8 reverse, we can reverse F3 actually. So I reverse F3. So it becomes F3 prime, whereby F1 plus F3 prime plus F5, which is 40 degree. Here. This is another possibility, and then this will no longer be available because we already changed the polarity there. So from the lowest value, so either we can choose this one combination or we choose this one, and in this example, we choose the F1, F8 prime, and F6. So let's see how we put in this value. So F1, F6, then F8 prime, like this. Okay, don't see other thing first. See the selection first. F1, F6, and F8 prime. So let's say we already choose this one. Maybe I start from here. Okay. Okay, so let's say we already choose the F1, F6, and F8 prime. Okay, so this one no longer here. Then this is our phase A. So what about phase B? Phase B is F7. And then usually we follow this direction, anti-clockwise direction, whereby we choose F1, F6. So F7 will directly choose F3. And then we reverse gun F5, which means it becomes F5 prime. So B will choose F7, F3, and F5 prime. So this one is no longer available. So have a look. B is F3, F7, and F5 prime. Until here, okay or not?
Okay, sir.
Okay, next, phase C, F4 is a must, same as well. See the anti-clockwise direction. When we choose F1, we choose F6, the next one. So F4, we choose F9, the next one. And then we reverse this polarity, become F2 prime. So we choose F4, F9, and F2 prime for phase C. So F4, F9, F2 prime for phase C. Okay. Now after we choose it, copy down S1 1 to 1, 6 to 6, 8 to 8, 3 to 3, 7 to 7, 5 to 5, 4 to 4, 9 to 9, 2 to 2. Okay. And then what we need to do is we need to add up. So 1 plus 2 become 3. 6 plus 2 become 8. And then this one, that's why we call, when it's plus like this, we call forward polarity. When we plus like that, we call reverse polarity. That's why we reverse the MMF. So 8 plus 2 become 10, but we only have a 9 slot. So this one is a 10 minus 9, sorry. 10 minus 9 become 1. Okay, next. 3 plus 2, 5. 7 plus 2, 9. Then 5 plus 2 become 7. Okay. 4 plus 2, 6. 9 plus 2, 11. Minus total slot of 9, we have 2. Then 2 plus 2 become 4. Okay. After that, we want to name the value. This is very important. Have a look. Let me delete this one first. Very important. For the plus to minus, this is the default direction, which means 1 plus 1 minus. It will plus and go to the minus. A2 plus, A2 minus. So plus to minus. C3, A3 plus, A3 minus. So plus to minus. Can you see the difference or not? Usually this one is plus, right? Usually this one is plus. But because plus is go to the minus. But this time, plus is at the top, minus at the center. This is the rules. You need to apply these rules. The default polarity is it must be from the top to the bottom. Where plus at the top, first come first serve. First is plus, then second will be negative. So same as well here. B1 plus, B1 minus. B2 plus, B2 minus. B3 plus, B3 minus. C1 plus, C1 minus. C2 plus, C2 minus. C3 plus, C3 minus. Up to here, understand or not? Plus, up to here, understand or not?
Okay, Doctor, understand.
Okay, thank you. So after we understand this one, then now we need to put in a winding layout. After we construct this table, so have a look the first one first. Wow, so messy. Okay, so next is where is it? Oh, this one. So the first one is a A1 plus, to A1 minus is a 1, 3. So have a look here. Maybe I need to crop this better. Crop this. Okay, then I put here. Okay. Wait. Okay lah, habis sana. Kemudian I. Okay. So now we want to put the winding inside here. So now it's a A1 plus to A1 minus from S1 to S3. So have a look, where is S1? S1 is here. So, the red first, huh? S1 to S3. S1 to S3. Okay, remember, this is the overlapping winding machine. Overlapping winding machine, we use top and bottom. We use top and the bottom winding slot. And this one is called bottom. This one is called top. We continue first. When we separated into two, right now. So this one is considered bottom. This one is considered top. So when we want to slot in, we will put inside first, which means bottom first. So now this one is a A1 plus and A1 minus S1 to S3. So A1 plus S1 to S3. So A1 plus we put here first, A1 plus. Then we put, it must start from bottom, then to the top, A1 minus. Understand or not this one? Huh? Understand or not? Hello?
Understand, Doctor.
Okay. So now it's a 2, A2 plus, A2 minus, A2 plus, A2 minus, 6 to 8. So 6 to 8. A2 plus, so kosongkan, A2 plus, then A2 minus. Top, bottom, and then top. Then this one we see the A3 plus to A3 minus from 1 to 8. So from 1 to 8, terbalik. See, from here to here. So when in this case, sudah tak ada tempat kita slot. So we put A3 plus at the top and then followed by A3 minus. It is automatic. If let's say this is already on top, then it must be on the bottom. This is the rule. So if let's say in one phase, if let's say later on I tell you later on. So now we go to the B. B is a B1 plus, B1 minus 3 to 5. So yellow. Berapa? It's a 3 to 5. So have a look. 3 to 5. Okay. Right. This one 3 to 5. So this one already occupied. So we put here B1 plus and then B1 minus. Because this at the bottom, so it must be at the top. Next, 2 plus, 2 minus, 7 to 9. 7 to 9. So this one will be B2 plus, B2 minus. This is at the bottom, then it must be at the top. After that, B3 plus, B3 minus, 7 to 5. So from 7 to 5. So this is a B3 plus, B3 minus. Up to here, understand or not?
Start tu.
Okay, thank you. So C1 plus, C1 minus, 4 to 6. Red, yellow, blue. 4 to 6. Okay, 4 to 6. Because we know that this one already occupied by A2 plus. So we need to have a C here. So when it is at the top, then it must be at the bottom. So C1 plus, C1 minus, from 4 to 6. From 4 to 6. Now from 9 to 2. C2 plus, C2 minus, 9 to 2. Have a look. 9 is here to 2. Okay, so 9 is a C to 2. Then C1, C2 plus, then this is C2 minus. Yeah. C2 minus. Okay. The last one, C3 plus to C3 minus is a 4 to 2. So 4 to 2. C4 first. C3 plus, C3 minus. Okay. So have a check. Usually, it depends. We see phase by phase first. Usually, how we check the double layer one is like this. If this one is a, let's say, if this one is A3 plus, this one become A1 minus, then it definitely is wrong. For the same phase, it shouldn't be different polarity. For the same phase, you can see that A3 plus, A3 minus. If let's say plus, then if let's say plus, everything is plus. Minus, everything is minus. Plus, everything is plus. Minus is everything minus. Then this one is exception. Because different phases, we don't look at it. We see the same phases one. Then this is all plus. Then this is all negative. So this is how we cross-check. Okay or not? Okay or not, class?
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Okay.
Thank you so much. So we rest for 5 minutes. 5 to 8 minutes, then we come back again.